that looks a bit dull, doesn't it? Good evening, everyone. How are you? The lighting's not the best here tonight. Oops. Let's just see. Is that going to flicker here? I thought it would. Not the best, so I'll leave that off. Let's see what this looks like. Hang on. As you know, I like to fiddle around with stuff. It is a dull night. What's that looking like? Looks like we can probably see it though. That's the one I thought that I would try tonight, is doing the readings using this deck, the Housewives Tarot. It's been a long time since I've actually had this one out. So let's have a look. And we've got Mary. I'm just going to shift this up, just trying to find the best place for it. Which I might just put, because I'm in the way there, aren't I? Look, I'll leave it there. Hi, Mary, and hi, Judy. Good to see you here. Hi, Joanne. I'm hoping that you can all hear me well. And hi, Tiffany. How am I? How's your arm? Please have a card. Great, thank you. Yeah, it's set well. Yes, good. That's all right. And what I'm going to do, I'll just flick this around so that I can show you my arm. I'm not going to wear that, what do you call that thing? Brace, splint thing. And it's hard to get the right angle. So there's the scar there and the hand, now that the brace is off, but I can still only squeeze that far. So that's why the physio today. But it's all going to be going well. Yeah, it'll be a challenge. There's still another, I'm told it takes a full 3 months for bones to heal properly, fully, etc. So let's see how it goes. And we're here, well, just to have some fun with the cards as well. Only because, like, Leanne's not here through today because this session, because she's still doing her fringe, I was going to say fringe benefits, fringe shows. So she's actually got that happening, probably finished now and on the way home. But we found that first evening that the reception via a car, when mobile, through the Adelaide Hills, was not a good spot to be calling in from. So we've given it a miss while the fringe is still on for her. And that's fine. We're going to have some fun here with these. So, we've also got Trina here. Hi, Trina. We've got Tyler here as well. And Trina is saying, glad to see the braces off now, sending healing vibes your way. Thank you, because it is actually tired. I'm feeling tired with it today because the physio did actually do some stretching exercises and all that sort of thing, and some massage. So it's actually feeling quite, quite sore actually. I can just manage enough to squeeze the steering wheel to be legal and change the, that, what do you call that? The gear shift thingy, the lever. I've got an automatic, so at least I don't have to do that overly much. So that was good. So thank you for that. And those Nectarine spirits wanted to chat. Which was the Nectarine spirits? I think you might have lost me there, Mary. Good evening, Louisa. Wonderful to see you here too. And I love the little heart. Thanks, Trina. So for anyone that wants to, certainly share the love around, for people that you think might like to join into the session tonight. I don't know how long I'll go for because I'm actually feeling a little tired after all that today. I even had a Nananet Zava. I was just watching actually some very interesting YouTube videos. It's Tea with Karen. I loved it. So, and I fell asleep. So, you know how you do the casting up to your TV and put the playlist in a in a queue. I was doing that. So it was great fun, but I fell asleep. So I had to go and rewatch some of them. Hi, Sarah. Yes, I had a wonderful day. I even managed to do that bit of a, the live stream using the HAPS app that I'm exploring. It is a mobile one that I can use out and about, of course. And I went down on the way home. I decided to drive via the beach. So I went down to the steps. I didn't go quite on the beach because I knew I'd have to step up the steps to get back up the top. I didn't want to do that. And there were people there. So I decided not to continue. So that's what I ended up doing. Oh, I see what you mean, Mary. It was actually a box of peaches. I should have clicked. Yes, the box of peaches when I tripped cushioned my blow so that I didn't actually end up face planting and having injuries to my face, because that's what would have happened. So, yeah, it wasted some peaches, but, the nice soft peaches, it was just the wrist I broke. So I was thankful for that. So there you go. You'd love a go, please? Yeah. Right. Am I back again? Is it fully frozen? Well, I hope not. Is that back again? Oh, no, it's not even going to go into there. Hold on. Oh, it goes to both of them. Is that back again? I wonder if it was frozen for YouTube. Yeah, back again. Goody. Goody, goody. Look, sometimes we have the little fairies doing things in the background, don't we? Carly has mentioned that too. So, good evening, Diane. Wonderful to see you here too. Now, it was Judy who had mentioned she'd love a go with these cards. Now, Judy, do you actually have a question? Any sort of specific question, or we'll just go with potluck with how this works? Because I can't remember. We'll just do a dive in, hopefully. I mean, I'm still not able to use the left hand fully, so let's hope I can grab them enough. So, good. Cool. Yeah, Paul, good. And Sarah's saying the same. And Katrina, you're asking, you love a message from your grandma Patsy. So the way that I'm going to do them, so it fully froze just after your story about falling with fruit. Oh, bummer. And let me go back. So that was Mary doing that. And I think you'd mentioned, Carlia, I think you'd mentioned about your post-surgery. About the post-surgery there. I did actually send you some Reiki using my symbols. So that is ongoing for what you need. that's what my intention was as I sent those did the symbols and sent the energy. So let's see how that goes. And Judy, just go with it. Okay, we're going to go with Judy's first, and then we're going to do Katrina's. So let's have a look at this deck. It does mean I'm going to be a bit like this here. I wonder if I can actually go like this for the moment. Oh, except I've got a bloody tangle of my... Have you got it up close and personal? The cords are caught up. That's cool. For all the wobbling around that was. Is that straight enough? There you go. Is it? You probably got a close-up of my nose or something. Gah, it'd be me that does this sort of silly thing, eh? And are we straight yet? Because I've got that doing the wrong thing. Is that right? Is that good enough? I'm probably at an angle, and yes, I've got the thing going. What this has in it, oh goodness, it's got a little filing system. And we've got, that is hard on the hand, a tarot instruction book. I have done tarot over time, but I've lost connection with a lot of it, I suppose purely because I really enjoyed the Lenormand style of card. So there's the little book. Yeah, I'm just checking it on that screen. I should actually have my iPads actually out in the lounge room. So it's actually quite nifty, this little book. I'm probably going to have a look through this as I go. They seem to be mostly like a tarot. And here we've got them. There's the major arcana. So what I'm going to do with this, put that under there so that what we've got is, and let's see how we can do this. So for Judy, I'm going to get one of the major arcana cards and do 2 out of the minor arcanas to support it as a reading. Let's see how that goes. Because the major arcana is the main journey, that it represents the main journey that we actually have through our life. At least that's how I understand it. Oh, God, that's going to really exercise my hand, isn't it? So we've got strength here. And, oh, my goodness, there's Scrubbo soap. Does anyone know what that brand is? Whether they're more American or not, I don't know. Since it's the first time in a long time that I've actually opened this, of course. And, this is going to be hard, just getting these ones shuffled. I should actually hold that and do it that way, let them drop. Oh, ow. This might not be a good idea. We might switch around how I'm going to do this in a minute. Let's go there. It's going to be very hard for me to do this. And we're just going to do there. So it's the queen. The strength is, let me read it because I'm going to have to with this one in the book. I mean, strength really is, it's pretty much self-explanatory, isn't it? So the strength card teaches you that the true power lies within, that brute force alone will not remove caked on grease. Oh, you can't see it there, can you? This ain't working, is it? Or is it? Hang on, let me see. If I can move that one to over there and shrink her down a little bit, we might get it looking a little bit more reasonable. See, it just takes a little bit of fiddling. Let's move it over there a bit. And it's in the line of sight a bit better, isn't it? And we can see what the card, can we focus that? It's not going to properly, is it? I have been having trouble with this camera, haven't I? It doesn't want to focus on things really close. There you go. But I think I'll just read it out. So the strength card teaches you that the true power lies within, that brute force alone will not remove caked on grease and grime from your skillet. Scrub too hard and you'll only scare yourself. So a little pressure applied correctly and with the right tool, it can accomplish anything. So light leaving dirty dishes to soak. This lesson may take some time to sink in. So that's one part of what is meaningful for you at the moment, Judy. Then we've got the Queen of Cups would be there. So here we have there, you can see that picture. And it's all blurry, so I'll read it. It's about intoxication, emotions, and introspection. So highly emotional and introspective, the Queen of Cups usually represents a woman in your life or a feminine aspect of your own personality. For her, the glass is always half full, if not filled to the brim. Her intoxicating qualities leave others feeling a bit tipsy, and her propensity for sentimental musings often leads to neglect of household responsibilities. So it sounds like you could be fun to be around, and we're moving into the Ace of Wands, which I think is back this way. Wands, 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 Ace. Ace is at the front because it's number 1. There we go, the Ace of Wands with its little duster. So that's energy, projects, adventure. So behold, a new spark of energy to begin your next project. You hold the power to dust away the old and start anew. When the Ace of Wands appears in a reading, it speaks of new ventures and journeys, or suggests that it's time to do a little spring cleaning. Since we're in autumn, I don't think that counts. So grab that pledge and get to work. So you are going to have some activity, but you're also able to actually just have some fun as well. But choosing that right tool for whatever it is that you're needing to do, I reckon that's probably what that's meaning. What do you think, Judy? And we've got the next one is going to be, oops, now I'm making a mess of the piles of cards. Oopsie. And we'll put that there just to hold some space. And, oh, God. Where am I? I've lost it. Just go with, that's where we were. We were doing the reading for Judy, weren't we? So what we'll do next, it was Katrina. She'd like to have a message from her grandma, Patsy. So what I'm going to do is Grandma's going to choose these cards for you. We'll do the same, just 3. And I'll shuffle those there. It really is giving my wrist a nice little practice, isn't it? And some exercise. So I suppose really it's a good one to do, just to have this sort of practice. And I'll just move that over there. So there's the Major Arcana is Justice, and we're going to have, I'll put them on the left instead, and then it's easier to reach, isn't it? And I'm just going to do 3 little shuffles. So this is from your grandmother, Patsy. Okay. And was that 3? I'll count it as 3. Oh, I'm just going to have to do 1 there, 2. Oh, and they're upside down. I need to sort that, don't I? Both sword cards, so it's certainly to bring some form of intelligence into it. Now, Justice is about, they're not too bad a card, are they? I quite like them. The depictions, quite reminiscent, obviously, of what the old style of housewives were. And here we are with Justice, and it's, the dogs are going off. Because next door, across the road, a car has just had its doors open and shut, or starting off and driving away or something. They do it every time. I'm forgetting which place my camera is. So, fairness, rewards, punishments. So that's for this card. Oh, I'll keep going in the shadows doing that. Justice is best served by a fair and impartial judgment. It's the weighing both sides and finding the proper balance. So the time has come to get what you deserve. Justice is as much about rewarding with sweets as it is chastising with the wooden spoon. So it's up to you whether you end up licking a lollipop or rubbing a sore behind. Oh, which one of us kids, like my age group? Like Mother always says, what goes round comes round. So you are actually going to find that will balance out for you. And the 8 and Page of Swords. So here is the 8 of Swords, which is a very interesting card, it's about indecision. There's so many choices, self-restriction and know-when situation. So that's interesting. Have a closer look at that. And you're tied up on one of them. Do you ever remember those little hors d'oeuvres that were little pigs in a blanket and things like that? Well, that's what my mum used to call them and make for those lunch things that we went to as Sunday lunches at church and all those sorts of things. Interesting. So this is indecision, self-restriction and know-when situations. So like a chintzy platter of unappetizing hors d'oeuvres, life can offer plenty of know-when situations. The olive loaf looks just as bad as the cocktail weenie on a stick, as little frankfurters. Don't allow such indecision and second-guessing to restrict you. So though they're all probably revolting, you've got to try something or stuff. So why not take a stab at the mushroom puff? It seems to be the lesser of many evils. If you gag, you can always discreetly hide it in your hide it in your pocketbook and taste something else. See, there's always a way out of an embarrassing situation. That really does remind me of spitting stuff out because you didn't like it and you put it in, very discreetly when you're at la-di-da things. Anyway, as kids, you weren't allowed to throw food out. You had to eat it. So, yeah, and here's the Page of Swords. So this one's inquisitive, insubordinate, mischievous. So this rambunctious, headstrong mischief maker's full of sass and shenanigans, leaving quite the mess in his wake. The Page of Swords doesn't mean to backtalk. He's simply inquisitive. So tell him to wash his hands and he'll ask why. Tell him to stop running with scissors and he'll ask why. Tell him anything, he'll ask why. So sometimes it's smart to do as you're told and not question, interrupt or defiantly disobey. Otherwise, you'll soon be saddled with a reputation as the problem child. Those two there don't really sound all that good, but it certainly looks like, even though there is that level of, trying to find the balance of being naughty or nice, or choosing yuck or nice, and behaving in the right way, I'm feeling it's actually coming back to was Grandma. You said Grandma, wasn't it? This one here, Grandma Patsy. So Grandma Patsy, did she used to cook that type of food and you'd sort of have to eat it and wondering whether it was something that you needed to be polite about or not because you're kids? It feels like there was probably some sense of justice in what you ended up getting back at with Grandma Patsy. I'm feeling she was just a mischievous lady that, she would it feels like she was actually quite good at taking all the questions anyway, and the little mischievous behaviours even you kids would give to her, as well as I. And I'm thinking it's probably because she herself was at that mischievous type, why for everything when she was a little tacker too. So quite the charmer in many ways. So here we go with the next one. Let's see what we've got for the next. This is going to be a little bit slower than I usually do. And Michelle Bell was the next one, I think, after that. Yeah. So here we go, Michelle. Are you on the right path? We'll do them the same because it's not going to take as long and so long. The more detailed your questions are, probably even with these, they might give a better answer to you as well, a stronger answer. So here's this one for you, Michelle. And, this isn't easy. Oops, just clear that lot too. I'm just going to get that practice with the wrist. And I have been told I need to get some stretching in. I suppose probably not these today. I've got to slip them around that way. 7 of Wands. Oh, the toilet with tooth. Oh, doesn't that look cute? It's a toilet and toothbrushes there. 7 toothbrushes. And the 1 sword for the Ace of Swords. Oh, the Magician. So what was it, did you ask? On the right path. Well, I think you probably got the magic in front of you. The Magician certainly is. Illusions, deceptions, charm. New and improved, hassle-free, money-back guarantee. These are the promises of the Magician. So a charismatic salesman with all the answers to life's little problems. It almost doesn't sound like it, does it? Unfortunately, these sales pitches are only half-truths. After all, a roast is only as good as the cook who prepares it. So don't be fooled by smooth talkers and sycophants. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So that's where you need to have the discernment in what you're moving towards. How much does it sound too good to be true? It does seem just at this point that it might be that it's the wrong path yet, but it could still be. It depends whether you're actually doing your homework on what you're moving into or not, and whether there is some solid foundation to actually follow up further. Now, the Seven of Wands is usually seven, I think, is reasonably positive, because it's anything after the five, I think, is building up towards good promising stuff. But this is a different set. What we've got is the challenges. Oh, hang on. Can it focus? No. So the challenges, fighting back, and crisis. Oh, that doesn't sound right, but let's look at what it's got written here. I should really move that over there. I'm almost feeling half twisted. Look, every night's different, isn't it? Every time I come on. Seven of Wands, it finds you on the defensive. So the challenge you face may be overwhelming, like trying to scrub an entire toilet with only a toothbrush. That's why the toothbrushes are there. But you must stand your ground and fight back against your enemies, even if they play dirty. So challenges will come at you from all sides, angles, but you possess the power to flush out those who seek to usurp your porcelain throne. Oh my goodness. Interesting little phrases here and everything, and challenges the tongue. At least I've got a good grasp on vocabulary and pronunciation, haven't I? So it really is the challenges that you got there. It's still sounding like now maybe you are not on the right path, and the Ace of Swords is still recognizing there's challenges, trials, and upcoming ordeals. So getting right to the point, Ace of Swords warns of an upcoming ordeal that you will test your mettle. A slice of gumption with a dollop of common sense will get you through whatever trials come your way. Your mind is sharp and ready for a challenge, so don't be afraid to take on those who try to cut you out of the picture. So I'm sensing that, look, even if you decide that what you are doing and need to move forward with it, it is challenging, but you are going to clean out what is the shit of it, and you're going to actually be able to cut through with your intelligence to that is the most important part of where you're moving and directing to. So, look, I would still say, know what you're coming into, what you're moving into, have that homework as the basis behind you, have the understanding. Is it the right path is your question. It is when you decide that that's what you're needing to be doing, it is the right path. It will be bringing some challenges for you, but you're going to have that strength and ability to be able to actually move through it. Okay, so that's what I'm sensing with that one and that question. Okay, and we've got Karen next, who's wanting to have any messages. So, whoops, we'll do the same quickly. One Major Arcana card. That in this instance, no, one, was that three? Was that three? I think it might have been. Let's go. Oh, no, we can't have the same one. It is hard to shuffle when I've got the wrist like it is. Oh, the Fool. This is the beginning of your journey, because that is the first card in any tarot. See the number 0 at the bottom? So that's the start of your journey, start of the life path. And we've got one more shuffle on this one. Oh, and we'll do 1 and 2. We've got 9 of Cups and Page of Wands. So you just wanted any message, wasn't it? So the Fool, you'll get some idea of what the start of the journey is with this one. So it's a lovely card. It's got all... Oh, no, can't do that one. It's got all sorts. Actually, that looks fun. It's just, you know, the old myth of a lady's handbag having everything. Well, mine can tend to. So looking at that, there's everything being spilled out in eagerness to look for something. So it's just being careless. It's throwing everything to the wind. So here we are, confusion, indecision, beginning a journey. So the 4 represents our hero, which would be you, Karen. And the newly married housewife, keeping in mind this is the housewife tarot. You must have been confused and indecisive this morning because her shoes, though stunning, don't match her skirt, which doesn't match her blouse, which doesn't match that smart hat perched atop her pretty noggin. That's an old word, isn't it? Noggin. If only there was some magic potion in that mismatched pocketbook of hers. No, it's just full of dried up foundation and snag pantyhose from days gone by. What's a girl to do? Why, start a quest for some good old-fashioned advice, of course, which is what the tarot is about. And we're going to move to the 9 of Cups for that advice. And here we go. That would be something that's going to be emotional, I'm sure, being Cups are that. 9, wishes fulfilled, gifts and attainment. So the 9 of Cups is regarded as one of the most positive cups in the tarot. It suggests that you'll receive everything that your little heart desires and that all your dreams will be fulfilled. Isn't that exciting? Everything on your wish list. It's under the tree just waiting to be unwrapped. Untie the bow, tear off the wrapper, and enjoy all the treasures you've earned. So it's good stuff coming with that. And then we've got the Page of Wands, who is going to advise you about imagination, fun-loving creativity. So you're just going to be having some fun. Everything you want to have happen. Wow. Page of Wands usually denotes a charismatic child with an active imagination and a wellspring of energy. A fun-loving explorer, he likes being the centre of attention. He may indicate the need to find a creative use for a skill that you long thought merely functional. So this card can also herald the need for growth to bring your dreams into reality. So as well as having all your little dreams come true, it's along the creativity line. So as much as it looks like a bit of a mishmash and confusion, you're starting on a new journey of your dreams coming true and being able to get those creative juices happening. Okay, so that's what I think there is for you there, Karen. And we've got Tiffany, who's after a card. I'm just going to pull one of the major arcanas for you, Tiffany, because it might take a bit long if I do 3 for everyone. So the early birds, you were lucky. You got the 3. Now I'm just doing these. Now I'm just going to shuffle 3 times and pull 1 because my hands are getting tired. Oh, the High Priestess. Look at that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, can I get it to there? Yes. And it's focused? Yes. Secret syrup. Yum. High Priestess, you're hiding some good stuff there, aren't you? So let's have a look at what the High Priestess stands for. Number 4. Where is it? I'm looking at the wrong pages. Magician. See how it's got the 4 down the bottom? So it should be this next one. Empress. Emperor. There. There we go. Mystery, secrets, and magic. So contained deep within her supernatural syrup are the psychic powers and mysterious knowledge of the universe. When no one else is watching, she may choose to whisper some secrets to you one morning at the breakfast table. Then again, she may not. She often speaks in riddles. Don't expect her to spoon-feed you the answer. The High Priestess has a dual nature, evil and good, and is available in both dark, thick, rich, original, and diet-friendly, reduced-calorie light. So there we go, all forms and versions of what is the High Priestess there. So you have got those secret syrup messages that are going to be coming to you, and you need to be actually listening for those messages. Have that hearing tuned in, focus it into the right channel or frequency, and you'll hear what you're needing to actually hear for yourself at any point. And sometimes that can be to pass on to someone else as well. Okay. Oh, whoops, that was here, wasn't it? I was on the wrong pile. Oh, dearie dear. And that's where we got to before I froze. What was this one? Yeah, it froze before that, thank you. It's given me an insight to what we need and the found and that found and found nothing bad. Okay, thanks for that, Carlia. Good for that feedback there. Now, Diane's actually asking for a card here. There we go. You got my side view. Oh, dear. Dear. Oh, here we go. Doing one for Diane. Just pulling a card from the Major Arcana of this, the Housewives Tarot. I'll try and keep that there. Yeah. And we can see it, can't we? Did I do 3 already? Let's see. We've got the star. That's something different for you there as well, Diane. Oh, can you see that? Oh, doesn't that look so happy? I love that. I even like the scarf on the head. If I actually tried to wear something like that, it'd just keep falling off. My head's too fat, as in the hair on it as well, especially with it up like I forgot I had it up. It almost looks like a pizza. Yum. Let's see what it actually means. I almost need to hold that up, don't I? I wonder if I can. No, I can't. It makes it too hard. Let's put it that way. Does that help? Seeing it a bit higher up? I suppose it's not really all that big a deal, is it? There is the star. And because you're going to have it read out anyway. And you can see the card. Just noticed it's got first prize there too. So she must have been in some sort of competition. Admiration, limelight, success. Yes, looks like you've won the blue ribbon this year. Such happiness and good fortune is simply divine. Suddenly, you're the centre of attention. Others look to you for inspiration, optimism, and guidance. So enjoy your time in the limelight, but don't let it go to your head. Yes, you've been trying to take home the prize for years now, but don't gloat to the girls now that the tide has turned your way. So it really is giving that little bit of a warning, but a congratulations at the same time, isn't it? Because you are able to celebrate that you've won, you've got there, your achievements have been recognised. So that's for you, Diane. So readily accept it, but don't get the big head, obviously. Katrina is saying, I'm so cute. Really? Oh, thank you. I might put all the who's up there. Love your personality. Oh, thank you. And Diane's saying, oh, you love Fridays. Oh, thank you. And we've got Rosie here. Hi, Rosie. I hope you've had a good day because I think you were doing housework, weren't you? Did you do your housework? I should have probably, but I'm not going to yet. I'll still try and milk the sore wrist for a little bit longer. Oh, I didn't say that, did I? I am actually using it. I don't want to overstress it yet. Tomorrow is week 6, technically. And what did I get to? This one? Hi, Tony. You've just moved. Yes, I saw that on Facebook. So moved. Are you doing readings? Yeah, I am doing little mini ones tonight. You will have seen that one now already. And what I'm going to do, I'll just do a card for you too, Tony. Let's put that back in there. We'll just do the one and clear them and get them here. I'm quite intrigued how I'd forgotten about this set being there, and it just took a friend to notice it in the background. And we're having fun with it tonight. Ooh, Chariot. Here we go. Let's have a look, see what that is. Oh, look at the old station wagon. That's a chariot and a half, isn't it? And, what's all of that? Risk, gain, choice, tarot? Oh, I've just got to have it. I've got to bring this up to my eyeballs at the right thing. My glasses can't see what it says. Doesn't matter. Very interesting card. The old car, as in the old car. Cute. I suppose we had one at one point. Now, I remember an old Holden with 4 kids in it, in the back seat, bench seats. And every corner you'd slide around, you'd go, wee, wee. Yeah, that was fun. Was I in picture then or not? Now I've just got to find, what number is it? Number 7. Whoop, nearly flipped past that one. Hold on. No. Oh, this is not easy. Oh, I've gone past it again. I love not the Rider-Waite. I use the Gilded Tarot. I really like those as well. And that's got one of those really old chariots with the lines or something. Oh, I can't seem to find the silly thing. There it is. Slip past. There we go. There's the Chariot. And travel, decisions, risk. You have travelled, haven't you, Tony? You've gone a bit of distance for moving. You can't run your errands by relaxing on the sofa. So gas up that station wagon and get on the move. Get the move on. Oh, some of these words. While on the road, you'll need to make some important decisions. Should you try that shortcut you've heard about or take the tried and true route you know like the back of your hand? Remember, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So did you try a shortcut through your move today? Or are you making shortcuts in how you move or things like that? I think you probably still have a few decisions to make around how you're putting things in your home, probably in your new home, rather than just doing the travel. Whoops, I'm just going to put that over here closer. So I do have to go this way to hide that and show the next one. I'm not sure we can see it. That was Katrina saying that. And Tyler is actually asking the question, will I ever reconnect with Ebony in the way we used to be? Now, one of those things, even without connecting to the cards even now, I'm going to say none of it is going to ever be as it used to be, because time has passed on, situations have passed on, each of you have changed. It doesn't mean to say that you're not going to reconnect. That's what I'm not saying. It's that it won't be as it used to be. It can be similar, maybe, but is it really what you're wanting? Now, the card, there we've got the Chariot again. I'm going to put that back and we'll shuffle again. Clear and shuffle again. And we'll see what the next one is. I'm doing it 3 times. If it's the same card again, well, that's the one you need. Okay, I'll just put that down with there. And we've got the World. Okay. And have a look at the box that's in. It's a recipe file type box or an index box, almost the same as what we've got here. So it's containing all of what you need to know. It's containing the world is what's there in that card. So we'll look up to see what it's actually going to say for you with getting back together with Ebony in the way that you used to. Now, this is the last of the major arcana cards, the World. Okay, number 21. So there's the World. You've got that there. So it's about great achievement, dreams realised, and end of a journey. So you finally got it all. The doting husband, beautiful children. Keep in mind this is the Housewives Tarot. Doting husband, beautiful children, and the gorgeous ranch-style home, complete with the white picket fence and dog. No more keeping up with the Joneses. Now the Joneses have to keep up with you. The World represents a goal that's been realised, or the successful completion of one stage in life. So in regards to what your question is, Tyler, I would say yes, you probably will be getting back with Emily, but it won't be quite what it used to be. It's more than likely going to be better, okay? So put that expectation in what your dreams are, what you're wanting from your relationship with Emily. And it does take work. Any relationship does. Right. Now, what Tony's put there, is this a collective reading? Love those too. It's not, sort of. I'm doing little individual ones, Tony. And you've already had yours now, because I did put it in line there. And Judy's saying, sounds right to me. And I can't remember what the cards were. This is where things just go in and out for me. I do not remember from one time to another what the readings have been. Thank you, Judy. That's lovely. Now, let's go here. Carlia, have I done one for you, Carlia? I'll put it up there and then I'm just going to go back and see if I have, because this is where Did I find something or not? Do one for you, give me an insight to what we need, and found nothing bad. Yeah, it froze before. Oh, right, hang on, Kalia. Story of the fallen fruit. Yes, I think, yeah, that was the frozen. That's right. You've had post-surgery stuff happening, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, sorry about the keeping on with this. I'd like to just say hello to, wrong way. Say hello to those who are here on YouTube, maybe watching. I don't get the individual watching counts there. So there may be some on YouTube watching the replay, whatever. So hello. So here we go. We're going to do one for Kalia. Now, I have not the cards. I just need to shuffle them 3 times just so we can see what turns up for you, Kalia. Oh, it is getting sore. Oh, the moon. So that's, look at that. A beautiful night's sleep. Time for reflections to come through and memories and all that is. Oh, a cold cream. Good heavens. Have a look at that. Does it focus in on that? Look at that. That's really old-fashioned, having the night cream called cold cream and that sort of stuff. I remember my mum using cold cream. I do like this deck. Quite cute. There's the moon. I'm reading from the moon. So it's instinct, intuition, and dreams. A nightly ritual of mud masks, curlers, and hair nets can provide much more than just peaches and cream skin and perfect curls. While your body gets its beauty rest, your unconscious mind is providing dreams with hints and tips for your waking hours. So the moon suggests that listening to your instincts and intuitions can help you through times of change and uncertainty. What a lovely card to have. Take note of what your intuition is telling you and what your dreams have as those messages for you. So that's what this one is about, Kalia. So do take note of them, even to the point of probably taking a pen and paper to bed with you, because I know that I've found some of those important messages that I'll remember it in the morning and I forget. It just goes out the window. So if you feel that you're really needing to have that memory memory booster, take notepad and pencil with you to bed and look at those lovely sheep going through there as well. So thanks for asking, Kania, for your card. Right, Katrina, you're 4 when she died. Okay. So you can't remember her, but I think there is that cheekiness about her. So the messages were there. So thank you for the feedback. And I dare say I'm hoping that there is someone who's been able to get rid of that troll. I'm just going to go and see if it's there. I certainly don't like having them sitting there in the background, keeping their pesty behaviour happening. Cool. Thank you. Someone has, so thank you very much to some of those buddies in the My Time TV realm. That's good. But how I remember her more to fave me. Yeah, that's great. Now, so you were a bit of a favourite for it. It really is nice to have that feeling, isn't it? And Michelle saying thank you very much. So thank you, Michelle. And Karen, you mentioned that your bag is a mess. And you wore a hat today and shorts too with a tutu. It was my granddaughter's sports day. Oh, how gorgeous. That is lovely. And what we've got there, another one of those. So thank you. Thank you, Karen. Lovely. And hi, Terry. Yes. Hi, Terry. I'm getting a yes as my first instinct there, Terry, whatever the question, but I will actually draw you a card. You never know what it might bring forward for you, Terry. And, gee, was it warm there at Meningie today? Whoops, I better put that back in too. Yeah, reshuffle, clear, reshuffle. There's 1, 2. Let's do it quick. A quick little one. And you've got, oh, judgment. There you go. Should you say yes? Oh, cool. I like that one. It's a set of scales with a great lump of meat on it. Yum. I mean, yeah. I haven't had a steak for a while, but it certainly, that's healthy food. It is healthy food for those of us that eat meat, probably not for those that don't. But it's a judgment call, isn't it? So the same, I think, that what you're needing to put into it as well, Terry, is the judgment. Check out with your inner self where you want that one to actually go. And I'm still trying to find the jolly thing. Where's judgment? Oh, there it is. Not the nicest of pictures, is it? Stupid scales. I threw mine out. Assessment. It is about assessment, acceptance, and harsh criticism. So in framing a question, should you say yes? The time has come to weigh the facts and yourself. Judgment is about abandoning bad habits and accepting yourself for who you really are. Don't be modest. Take credit for all your good deeds and valuable traits. Shed the negative thoughts that weigh you down with their high-calorie burdens. They just take too much energy. That was my bit. True happiness is more about eliminating low self-esteem than losing those pesky 5 pounds. So it really is only following up with what is giving you the good vibes around it, what is building you up, not the annoyances and, the peripherals of what's around it. So go directly to what that question is and feel for yourself, what is your intuition, your gut instinct telling you? Okay, Terry, so hopefully that is helpful for you. And we've got Louise is next with, she'd like a card as well. I didn't realise I was getting that late now. 1 shuffle, 2 shuffles, 3 shuffles. Here's yours, Louisa. Oh, and this is a different one as well too. Oh, God. It's almost, gambling, but I suppose the Wheel of Fortune is, isn't it? It's a roll of that little twirly-doover where the ball falls is what your luck brings you. That I won't say Russian roulette, but it is a roulette wheel, isn't it? So it is the Wheel of Fortune. So what are you hoping for in your fortunes? Hey, Louisa. Now I'm going to go backwards because I think it's up near the end here. Sun and Moon. Oops, no. There it is, next to Justice. So here we go for the Wheel of Fortune for Louisa. Destiny, ups and downs, and responsibility for one's own fate. They're the 3 keywords, thoughts. So place your bet and watch the wheel spin round. It may be your night to win the jackpot, but watch out. You could be destined for bankruptcy. So before claiming the wheel was fixing or blaming fate, remember that you decided to play with the big boys instead of sticking with the slot machines. Some of the comparisons here. You decided to bet it all instead of cashing in your chips while you were ahead. So the harsh lesson of the Wheel of Fortune teaches us is that we are each responsible for our own fate. So that's what it's showing us. It's our decision. We wanted to play the game, and it's Blimeys. Tyler, thank you for that. Yes, I was chatting away while it was frozen and I had no idea. Sometimes that happens and there wasn't any sound. Ah, bugger, 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 bugger. Neck, all issues. No control over that one. Have refreshed. Now, Louise's fortune card. So how far back was that? How many have I missed? Oh, bugger. I'm just trying to find it, Tyler. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Where was it? So, Tyler, you're saying it froze on Louise's fortune card. I'll just try and find that back again. No sound. You know, sometimes it's just what it is. I think I'll have to leave it there, though, because my hand is actually quite tired now. That's a bummer. What I might do is I'll go through the timeline, and I've lost some of the messages now anyway. That's a bummer. I'll go back. We will finish up. So thank you for being here and sharing this irregular style of on-off type, or on-off. However many it was anyway. I'll go back and I'll send a little mini reading to those who missed out when I've rewatched it. It might be that I do it tomorrow though. So thank you very much for being here. Certainly do alert others that we're on. Usually it is Leanne and I, but that I'm on again next Friday. I think that's the last of the fringe things for Leanne. I'm not sure. So do pop by when that comes up again. 4 people that I put up on screen. Yeah, that should show, Tyler, that should show as I'm watching the replay, and it's those. I'll see which ones I've missed out that I'll be able to at least do some little mini reading. I'll just do them later. I'll do them tomorrow. My hand is starting to get a bit tired. I think that's all I have there, isn't it? Thank you, though, Tyler, for putting that message up there. And look, we'll catch everyone tomorrow morning at 8, hopefully without glitches. BeLive is usually quite a reliable program. But look, it just depends whether there's things Facebook is doing in the background, which they are continually at the moment, and whether that's affecting the BeLive. I've got a good stream. I've got the 5 bars, so I know that my stream is actually good. So thank you very much, Trina, for that. Have a good night. Bedtime for me. Yeah, it's going to be bedtime for me soon too. So thank you very much for being here, everyone. I really appreciate you. I honestly do. And look, I can do that at least now, but that's as far, like my left hand, this is my left hand. That's as far as I can do it, where I can, you know, if you can tell the difference, there's the difference. It's got a lot of rehab to do yet. And that was sort of stretching it back. I can't do any more. So, yeah. So thank you. Yeah, the tech problems do happen to everyone. Even the best get tech problems at sometimes as well. And this is an easy program to use. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you again for your time and energy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Love yous all. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, if not next Friday, whenever. Thank you. Bye for now.